Here we go. One of the men of the moment here. We went from Justin Tatum now to Bryce Cotton, who's already been on stage. I didn't expect you to get on stage that early. What was that like getting up there already?
Yeah, it was cool. A little unexpected. I didn't realize I had to say something right away, but I guess it broke the ice for me.
Firstly, everybody wants to know, how is the knee feeling? Because you copped the bang a couple of games ago.
Yeah, I'll be okay. I think just with the short turnaround with the game of playing a Thursday and then Friday, it was too quick to try to push through it, but we got plenty of time to rest, so I'll be good.
There is a lot of time to rest. We know the international break, and then we have the play-in tournament. Is that going to be a pro or a con? How are you guys really attacking that?
I mean, we're going to find out. But I think it'll be good, because obviously it's a long season. Nobody's 100% healthy around this time, so this is a good time to just rejuvenate, but make sure you try to stay in the groove that you were in if you were playing well before this break.
Jack Everett had a little crack. What do you got going on here? Is something special in there, or are you allowed to tell us what's in there?
No, man, so it's just...
That's just fashion?
I actually just bought this yesterday.
Okay.
So our team manager, Hayden, he's been rocking the fanny packs and all that all year, and he finally convinced me. But you know what? I'm becoming a fan. I'm trying it out, but I like it so far.
Well, you could go down as a four-time MVP, but the first time we've seen a fanny pack on stage to win MVP, which I'm all for. I do want to touch on a little bit, because this is the most, I'm not saying animated we've seen you, but a couple of games this season. I want to go back to the Adelaide one. A couple of fans courtside had a few things to say, I believe, and then you were chirping back to the Phoenix. What do you like? You don't never chirp first, right? It's always
right.
If someone says something first, you're ready to go.
Yeah, I love to respond if there's somebody chirping, and I just think, the way the season had been for us as a team, me individually, a lot of pent-up emotion. So when people were giving me a reason to express how I can get, I just took advantage of that opportunity.
And I think that Adelaide game, you started a little slow, and then when you hear something like that, what goes on in your mind? Because you can almost just see this giant smile saying, you have no idea what you've just done.
I don't know. It's just the focus goes up, and I just know in my mind, like I might hear you 4 minutes ago, but I'm like, the second I get my first bucket, I'm going to say something to you. If you say something back, I'm locked in the rest of the game.
A couple of these clips we were watching, and you talk about getting fired up, but when you're getting the Red Army going, and you can see you held up the Wildcats on the chest, what's that mean to you? You've been in the league 8 seasons now. It still looks like it's such a passionate thing for you. Yeah,
I mean, I love this game. I love playing for the Cats. And the Red Army, man, it's such an amazing feeling when you make a big play, or, a couple times put your hand to your ear and then they go crazy. Like, that's amazing. I think the crowd feeds off us and we feed off the crowd.
Defensive Player of the Year is coming up, and I want to get your take. Who do you think will win that, and why would that be?
Man, that's a tough one. I feel like this year, just like along with the teams, there's no clear-cut runaways for any award. So, no, I've seen Stranger Things.
Yeah,
and we both know that.
That's true.
So, golly, yeah, I'm not sure. But I think at least considering that, whoever wins is justified.
Who's one of the matchups, I guess, firstly, you look forward to because you know they're going to push you to be the best player that you can be?
I would say personally, it would probably be Bukwal, just because I think, as physical as he plays, he keeps it about basketball. Even if it's a hard foul, it's a basketball foul. And after the game, it's all love. So I can always respect that when you're playing physical from a basketball standpoint.
And we've seen that, right? The physicality, and it goes up another notch because you went up another notch with your play this year. But your motor always seems to wear down the opposition. At your age, you've got plenty left in the tank, but you're still working on your motor in the off-season. How do you make sure that when it's the fourth quarter, you've played 39.5 minutes, you don't drop from 100 to 90? You're still at 100%.
Yeah, I think just because of pretty much the entire time I've been in this league, I'm always guarded the same way. So I continue with the same regimen in the off-season to make sure my body is ready to go if it needs to go 40 minutes or whatever. But it felt like a little time machine these last 4 weeks. I felt like they took me back to the 80s. I was playing 80s basketball. Everybody else was playing in 2024.
Well, I mean, I was talking big on the broadcast about how you're playing a lot of minutes. Not that I was worried about them, but it's just compared to everybody else. Everyone else is playing around 30 minutes. You were playing 40. Does it wear on you at all?
No, I think I do a pretty good job just trying to make sure I take care of my body. We got great physios as well.
You a beach guy?
Huh?
You on the beach for a bit of recovery?
A little bit. I don't get in the water, but maybe just a little bit of grounding. But I mean, you can't play this game forever, so it's like I enjoy this because hopefully a long time from now I won't be able to do this, but while I can, yeah, let me play every single minute.
I just asked Justin Tatum what the best place outside of the home venue of the Hawks is to play, and he said RAC Arena, the Jungle. He said he loves to go over there and witness that. What about you? When you're not playing at home, what venue do you like to travel to the most? You have waved in Melbourne a couple of times.
Yeah, I think I like Sydney. You know, Sydney, they have just such a big arena, kind of like ours. And when it's packed out, that crowd gets rocking. And it's a pretty cool adrenaline rush if the crowd's going crazy and then we make some plays and you can silence a huge arena like that. That's very fun.
And we're not going to get into citizenship because you're Australian in my eyes. No, I'm going to keep
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
And I think you're Australian in most people's eyes in this room. What is one thing that you've become that you look to yourself in that first moment you said, man, that's really Australian of me to do that? Because you've been here long enough.
I think whenever I talk to Australians, if I decide to talk like an Aussie, I can do it and it doesn't look like I'm forcing it. So to me, that was like, yeah, I'm as Australian as you can get at this point.
Lastly here, before we let you get on with the night, what are you looking forward to about the final series? Because there's a lot of teams going into it. We've seen everybody beat everybody, and it's going to be really hotly contested.
Yeah, again, like, this is probably one of the few seasons where it's like you can erase what the seedings are. Everything is so balanced between any teams that's going to play. So it's going to be a dogfight in the play-in as well as, you know, in the semis. So I don't care who we play. I know it's going to be a dogfight. So I'm looking forward to that. Appreciate
talking to you always. You're one of the pros of this too. We'll figure that out in the future. Good luck tonight and good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Bryce Cotton's old teammate, Luke Travis, coming up next.